Hello, John here, and welcome to episode 17 of the Hunchback Community Development Project. So we're still in the Python designing phase, and what I would do in this episode is try and make our very basic looking game look a bit more like Hunchback. And that means putting Hunchback mostly had the wall with the holes in where the knights were. So what I'm going to try and do is we're going to try and do that and then make our block collide with those walls so it can't go through them. Now, what we had before was this. So if I go into main and let's give this a quick run. Whoops. So we had our block moving about like so, and it could jump and fall on our surface. So what I want to do now is I want to make it look a bit more like Hunchback. I want to make the scene look a little bit more like Hunchback. So the first thing we need to do is, if you remember, we have this game file that controls everything to do with games. And what we need to do is we need to create some more sprites to give the impression that they are the wall, for a better phrase. So and so what we need to do is build the wall up. So this one is that little platform. So we're going to take that out for the moment, and what I'm going to do is we're going to build up the other the wall sections. So that's that small platform. So let's cut that out and put it with its friend. There we go. So that's platform 1, which is the base. So what we need to do is we need to create some other platforms that will give the impression of our game. So let's see what we've done now. So we should have took off that top platform. Oh, I know what I forgot. Yeah, you haven't got it, have you? Oh, I forgot to put the keyboard up. Hang on. There we go. I forgot to put the keyboard up. Right. So here we are. We've gone and we've took out that platform that was there, yeah? So, yeah, keyboard's on the screen. Gotta get used to that. Right, now, I've been cheating a little bit because I have already got the platforms made up, I think. But looking at them, I don't think they are. So let's grab platform 2, because I don't think they are. Let's put platform 2 in. Does it copy and paste? Oh, look at that. So we'll get rid of that. So this is platform 2. Ooh. See what I mean? I didn't think it looked right. Didn't think it looked right. That's because I've got it as a different sprite. Wall. There we go. Yeah. Right, so settings, that should be right. Oh, it's screen height, isn't it? Yeah, that looks right now. Screen height. Oh, have I spelt? Oh, I've spelt it wrong. So I have. Well. Would you believe it? I spelt it wrong. Alright then. Right. So this one should now put our first platform in to make it look like it's the wall. So let's try it. Oh, that's because I spelt it wrong. Ah dear, me and my spelling. Okay, here we go. What? Another place that I've got it wrong. H. Oh, it's there. Oh dear. Not going well. Right. Try again. What? No. No, we don't have that anymore, do we? They're all going into it. Walls. Yeah, looks like it's running. Run. Oh, it stopped. Oh, that's because I was on the wrong file. Right, go. No, it's not being, it's not a good thing. Oh, why is that opened up? I'll sort that out in a minute. What? Where now? Oh, player. Is there any more? That screen width. Okay, hopefully we've done it all now. There we go. So that's our platform there, and as you can see, we can run into it, but we'll get to that in a bit. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add another one to make it. Why have you opened up? Go away. That's a new feature I didn't know you could do. How did I do that? Ah, I see. Oh, so you can click on yourself. Okay. Go back. Oh, I'll figure that out. Right, so as you can see, it's been 16 days since I did the last one. God, it's giving the game away. Anyway, so we need to add some more platforms. So, like I've done here, I'm gonna cheat but I'm not because they're all wrong. So we'll copy this lot. Copy this lot. So 1, 2, 2, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are going to be 5, 5. I know you're all shouting, there's a better way of doing that. We'll get to that. Three, and that's 2. Right, so now all we need to do is change the settings. So we've got one at 0, so that's 0. So the 150, okay, 200 wide. 200 plus 150 is 350. So 0 plus 150 is 150, 200. So that's give 50 gap. Then 200 plus 150 is 350. Yeah, we don't want them 150, we want them 70. So 200 plus 70 is 270, plus 50 is 320. Aha. So that one and that one. So let's see how we're doing. We should now have turrets. Sort of, I think. Maybe. There we go. So Hunchback would be here, and then it would be, ooh, jumps. I think the jump's a bit too powerful. I think the jump's a bit too powerful. We'll sort that out. And then he would come across here and jump, come across here and jump, come across here and jump, come across here and jump. But as you can see, we are still being able to walk through the wall. Can't jump through it though, which is a good thing. Right. So, what we need to do is we need to, 1, stop us walking through the wall, and 2, make the jump not so powerful. Now the jump is in player, so we're doing -20. So really, we ought to make it not so powerful. So let's half it. Should we half it? Make it -10, so it jumps up 10. And yeah. So it should be jumping up 10. Right, let's see what that does. That should make our jump not so powerful. There we go. Jump. Ooh. That's it, we're on. That's better. So we've made our jump not so powerful, but now we need to stop it hitting into the walls. So we need to look at our game logic, and on the update, let's get rid of this window. So this update, here we go. So we're right, test for player hitting the wall on the way down. Right, so that's hit. So when we hit the wall, and this is testing so we can jump. No, on the way up, sorry. So we're banging our head against it. That's it. So what we need to do, we need to put another test in that stops us hitting the wall. Yeah. Yeah. So right, let's run it so I can explain what we need to do. So when the character sprite or the player sprite is in the middle of the thing, if he comes up to the wall, we need to push him back to actually where the wall is. And same on that side, when he comes to that, we need to push him back. So that's the basic premise of what we need to do. So in the game logic, we need to test whether we are hitting the wall. Now the first thing we need to do is make sure we don't confuse with the floor we're standing on, because that is classed as a wall. So what we need to do is we need to self.player dot it's hitbox comma y minus equals 5. So that's going to move the player up 5 pixels up. Then wall hits equals, and we do the basically do the same as this. So copy that, paste that here. Yep. And then we need to put ourselves back. So we put ourselves back in the same place. So our hitbox y is plus equal 5. So we move ourselves back into place. And then if wall hits, so we've hit a wall, what do we need to do now? So we need to test if we are lower than the lower than the wall. Let me try and explain this. Because now we need to test that our current XY position, which is at the foot of the character, if you remember, is lower than the center of the block that we've hit. Because if it's lower than the center of the block, that means we're on the same level of it. Yeah. If we're higher up, then we could potentially just glitch onto the top of it. So we want to make sure we don't glitch onto the top of it. And the way to do that is to test where we are. So self.player .position .y is greater than the current wall we're hitting. So hitbox and center y. So that's the center of the hitbox y. So it's right in the middle of its hitbox. Right? So if we are, the first thing we need to do is we need to kill our acceleration. So we need to stop our movement, and then we need to figure out which way we're going. So if dot velocity dot x, and if we are going less than 0, so it's a negative number, then that means we're hitting the wall on our left hand side. So therefore we need to make our position relative to the velocity is minus, so it's going to the left. So we're hitting the wall on the left. Yeah. So we need to then set our position. So self.player dot position dot x is equal to the wall that we're hitting, and because it's on our left, that means we're hitting its hitbox right hand wall, so it's the right tag, so it's the right hand side. And then we need to add, because we're in the middle, our XY point is in the middle of the character, we need to add half the player's width. Dot hitbox width divided by 2. So that adds half. And then we need to make our velocity no, we don't need to do that there. So else if, and this time it's self dot player dot velocity dot x is greater than 0. So that's going to be exactly the same as that, but this time, oh, would help if I could spell. This time, because it's positive, we're heading towards the left, so we're going to hit the left box, but we're not left, we're going to the right, that's it, going to the right hand box, so therefore we're going to hit the left hand wall. So we're doing the same thing again, but on the left hand side. And then after that, we can then reset our velocity 0. So we've killed the acceleration, and now we've killed the velocity. That should do it. Right, that should do it. You should do it. Doesn't mean it will. Okay, let's try. So when we land in the box, we should not be able to. We should not encroach, and it should push us back. There we go. Oh, right. We have a bit of a glitch. So it works on that side, but on that side. Okay. Something to do with my map. Oh, saw it straight away. Dough. Right, here we go. So we're in the middle. So we shouldn't, that's it, we can't go that way, and we can't go that way. But we can jump out, jump over. I think we're going to have to increase the friction on this. Let's see if we can do that. Let's increase the friction because it's sliding about like it's on ice. Settings. What's our friction? Oh, right, okay. Okay. It's very slippy slidey, isn't it? Maybe we need to update our make our gravity bigger. Let's try that now. Right, so boom. Cool. That's made jumping a little bit tricky. And it's stopping, so might boost the jump. That's stopping us getting out. There we go. I think the jump needs to be a little bit more. Yeah. Let's make it 15. Let's just give it a little bit. No, make it 12. Might do it. Yeah, that's better. It's a little bit higher. Now we want our player to spawn over here, so that's what we're going to do next. So we're in game, so it's player. So we need to tell where to. We need to tell it where to spawn properly. So we're telling it to spawn in the middle, and we should really tell it to spawn. Let's say 40. So that's 40 from the side. Get rid of this, divide by 2. 40. That's width. 4. Right. That should now spawn us on the left hand side, I think. There we go. So now we are starting to look like Hunchback. I know we're still blocky characters and all that jazz, but it's starting to look like Hunchback, which is the whole point of doing this, is to make it start looking like it. You know, even though it's blocky characters and stuff like that, the fact that we're now making it look like it, we should be able to think. Now, we could put another one there. Let's put another one in there. So in game setup, let's put another wall in there. Let's copy that. So this is going to be platform 6. And this time it's 440 plus 70 is 510 plus 50. Yes, plus 50. So 440 plus 70 is 510 plus 50 is 560. Right, so that should now put a block at the end. There we go. There we go. So we've got it so when he falls down we can't move. Fine, we can jump out, but that's okay. So we're now starting to look a little bit more like Hunchback. So the next thing we need to do in the series is, I suppose we ought to start looking at some of the graphics. You know, can we convert these sprites that we've got here, these into tiles, and convert this into a character? So that will be, that's going to be the next, I suppose that'll be the next one. I've got to go and hunt for some pictures and stuff like that. I've got a few which you guys have known about because I've been tweeting about it and everything. So yeah, so we've got the test in. Yeah, that should do it. Right, how long is it? Half an hour. Bingy, get on there. Right, so I will leave this now. Oh, better check it in, because you guys go mental at me when I don't. Right, where's Lens? What was the last episode? So it's episode 14. It's not episode 14. We're on 17 now, aren't we? Did I get the wrong number last time? Oh well, we'll check it in. So here we go. So let's right, so we need to ignore these files. Right, so these are all in now, aren't they? Oh well, never mind. So we need to stage that. Let's stage them all. There we go. And so this is episode I think we're 17, aren't we? Yeah, 17. Episode 17. Code changes. Check it in. Bingo. Right. So, with that, I will say, if you like what I do, hit that like button. If you don't like what I do, fine. Hit the dislike button. Always leave me a comment, because I try and answer them all. And if you would like to support me in this endeavour, then consider becoming a patron of mine, because all the money that's raised in Patreon comes back into this channel. And with that, I will say, see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.